I'm from the island of spice, where everything is nice, Grenada. The market back home was a wonderful place where people went to get all their fresh vegetables and everything like that on a Saturday morning. I felt the same energy coming from the Flatbush Caton Market. It's like we're building a neighborhood within a neighborhood.
I ran for city council because I recognize, first of all, Caribbean immigrant community had no representation. We were the fourth Black family to move within the block. We decided we would do a business incubator, that we would do a building and everybody would have an opportunity to start a business. It's about institution building. Every group that have come to the United States have built institutions that reflect their culture, their values.
So in terms of a legacy for this project, I think it begins and ends with the vendors. EDC is charged with trying to foster economic development. I think EDC takes its role seriously in terms of equity, and now that that neighborhood is changing, they get to participate in that. One of the biggest key factors was making sure that the vendors were taken care of and that they weren't displaced.
I wanted to help to wake up, to bring a community together of healthy people, Caribbean-based. Flatbush Caton Market provided the avenue without having to go through all the challenges that entrepreneurs would go through on the outside.
In Flatbush, Brooklyn, in the epicenter of Caribbean-ness, for me, it was not only a job, it was basically a homecoming. We're at a critical juncture where I'm working to build resilient businesses. When we think about forces like gentrification, that doesn't necessarily mean that if you have a business, you have to be erased from the landscape.
I think about Brooklyn as a sort of hub for Caribbean culture in New York and in the country in general. And think about how this kind of hub could connect to other hubs in Toronto, in Miami, in Lagos, diaspora cities across the world, where you're getting a confluence of finance and commerce and culture, talent all swirling together. And we're really a hub for that kind of opportunity.
I think Caton Fats would be a precedent-setting transaction. We can replicate this, and the city can replicate this, not just for BRP, not just for Urbane, but the greater ecosystem, because people actually invested in, believed in us. So we're paying it forward to smaller companies to help them scale and to be, quite frankly, more impactful and larger than BRP. The key is to grow the pie and to have more inclusion, more diversity, but more ownership.
So we're going to have a cosmetics lab, shared kitchen, a tech lab, a new media space. All the production opportunities, along with the retail, all kinds of opportunities to be able to commercialize products out the door to the Caribbean.
I see the new space allowing me to really make this business make sense, to be a profitable business. So I came from a world of catering, and we were lugging stuff back and forth. So when James told me about his concept of having commercial kitchen at the Flatbush Caton Market, it made me fly.
Market management is just really about the relationships that you have with people.
We've earned a certain level of trust and a certain level of respect just by showing up every day. I think the vendors listen to us a little bit more than they did 3-4 years ago when we first met them. They don't listen nearly as much as I'd like them to, but that's entrepreneurship.
When you walk into this market, I don't want you to just feel like you just walked into another market and it's just whitewashed and there's nothing that ties back to what was there. We want this to be that next level Wakanda. We want you to walk into something that's present, that's futuristic, but also undeniably a Black experience. All Black everything. It's a game changer.
It's a win for entrepreneurs who have struggled and have lost their businesses, have been attacked by the police. They finally found a permanent place, and in the future, that there's no erasure of Caribbean businesses in Brooklyn.
Our community determines its own destiny. We swim or we sink together.
I have a purpose to fulfill. And so whatever happens along the way, whatever challenges, you use that to strengthen you and move you to the next level. But I'm here to be me at the best me I can possibly be.